Richie, thanks for joining us. Congratulations through to the second round of the FA Cup after a hard-working display.
Yeah, I thought we started the first 20 minutes really well. And then last 15, 20 minutes, first half, nothing really happened. And their shape caused us a problem. I thought they was good for the first 20 minutes of the second half. We conceded a goal, probably my fault because I should have changed it. We were just about to change it. But when you've got a throw-in deep in their half, it's difficult to change it, so we just was unlucky, but I should have probably done it 2 or 3 minutes early because their shape caused a problem. But then when we changed to a 4, I thought we was pretty dominant in the last 20-25 minutes and could have scored a few more. So all in all, it was an important game for us financially, and obviously we wanted to get to the next round. So a good day.
And a particularly good day for Aaron Drinan. He could have had a hat-trick.
Yeah, listen, I've gone on record a load of times saying how much I rate him. He's had a disruptive pre-season for 2 seasons on the bounce. And when he's fit and firing, he's got pace, he's got power, he's a good finisher. We see it every day in training. He can cross a ball apart from his first crossing when he went on. But please, our supporters, if you want a better fit and firing Aaron Drinan, fit and firing any one of our players, then give them confidence. Okay, so give them confidence. A football player, doesn't matter what level you play at, if you play with confidence, you're going to be a lot better footballer than when you're playing without confidence. So I'm pleased. Sorry. I'm pleased for him, and I thought George Moncur when he went on was excellent as well. He had a tough time last week. You know, I didn't like doing it, but at the end of the day, I'm a manager of a football club, and sometimes I have to make difficult decisions, and I'm not scared to do that. But throughout the week, we tried to get his confidence back up, and I thought he was excellent in terms of his composure, his skill, and the way he brought the game back in terms of us being dominant in the last 20 minutes.
And now 6th of the season for Soturio. He took that so well, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a good finisher. Speed down the sides, that's what got us territory when they was gambling a little bit. So yeah, I'm pleased for well. We've just thought we'd freshen him up today, because I think he's one that has played more or less every minute. It's a really difficult balancing act. I want to use the squad, but I know that obviously I'm under pressure to win this game because financially it can be big for us. We want to try and get to the third round and obviously give Nigel some of my money back, and the board some of the money back. So we realise if you get to the third round, you can earn a hell of a lot of money if you get that away trip. And I don't think in the 6 years that the owners have owned the club that we've not had a cup run. So you want to win it, but you're also really, really wary that if you make too many changes, not that the players ain't good enough to do it, just sometimes when you make too many changes, the fluency in the team changes. But I have to say that Monks, Driz, Sweens, and obviously Pratt's came on late, but I think they influenced the game really, really well.
And the opening goal from the spot, Joe Pickett's got a unique way of taking these penalties.
Yeah, it's a little bit like Bruno Fernandes. As long as he keeps scoring, he can do whatever he wants. So good penalty, composure. I thought it was a penalty, not just for the kick in the head, but I thought he was dragging him down with his hand on his shirt. So I'm pleased that they've give that. And I thought the referees were good today, apart from a few cheap bookings. I thought that the referee was good today. And
one of those yellow cards was for Idris El Mazouni, but it doesn't count in the cup?
Yeah, it doesn't count in the cup. If you get sent off in the cup, it counts in the league, but bookings are... And I think it's a good idea because the amount of bookings that we've had this year, obviously, they've calmed down a lot because the first 5 or 6 games was absolutely ridiculous. So I'm glad that they've calmed down, but with the bookings system or the way that we was going to get booked a lot easier this year, I'm a bit surprised it's not the threshold for 5 and 10, maybe have not been up to 6 and 12. But yeah, it's a good idea being competition specific.
Last week it was an operation for Jordan Graham. What's the news there?
His operation went well, it's successful. Obviously he's not in the club at the moment. I think he needs a few weeks just to stay at home and recover, mainly from the operation but mentally as well. And as I've said before, he's mentally strong, he's a fantastic lad, been brilliant since he's come into the club. So no matter what he'll be, obviously physically and rehabilitation wise will help him, but mentally, if he needs breaks, if he needs holidays with his wife, whatever it may be, I think sometimes when you get an injury like that, you have to try and get the positives out of it. And when you're a professional footballer, you sacrifice your life and dedicate your life to training, to games, and sometimes you can neglect your family. So I think it's important that he spends a little bit more time with his family, and then when he gets closer and he can start doing his training, then obviously he gets back fit as quick as possible.
What about the other absentees, particularly Hunt and Sanders?
Yeah, Hunty picked up an injury last week. He should be maybe Oxford. Max will probably be the game after Oxford.
And first it's Group M of the EFL Trophy. The O's are currently bottom on 2 points. Pompey top with 5.
Yeah, it's another competition. We've seen the squad today. The squad's strong, even though we've got 5 or 6 out. And also, as well today, we can appreciate how important our fans are. You know, when you come out at the start of the game and them 2 stands are empty, difficult, weird atmosphere, because in my time here, we've obviously filled out the ground a hell of a lot. And I know we get the Papa John's games that are not full, but they're different competition. The FA Cup's a special competition, so we realise how important our fans are. I thought it was great, the ones that turned up. Obviously, financially, it's difficult to come every game with it not being included in a season ticket. But if as many as possible can come up on Tuesday night, then we're trying to put on a performance that warrants them coming.
How would you approach that one? I think it's possible that the O's could win and still not go through.
Yeah, we don't need to think about that. We want to first of all put on a performance. The likes of Monks, Driz, Sweens, Omar Beckles, Darren Pratley all need a game, so it's very, very important to them to get fitness. But it's also important that, you know, we're on a good run mentally. The players are happy about winning, so we want to make 4 or 5 changes. We want them to come in and win as well. So important game for us.